Canada is looking for more citizens. Canada plans to bring in more than 1.2 million new immigrants over the next 3 years, the federal immigration minister said on Friday, as the country tries to fill gaps in its labor market and boost the economy, both hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking to reporters in Ottawa, Immigration Minister Marco Mendicino said the federal government aims to accept 401,000 new permanent residents in 2021, another 411,000 in 2022, and then 421,000 in 2023. Canada needs more workers, he said, and immigration is the way to get there. Before the pandemic, our government's goal to drive the economy forward through immigration was ambitious. Now it's simply vital, said Mendicino, who tabled the new immigration targets earlier in the day. In a notice outlining the details of its plan, Ottawa said it aims to welcome 232,500 newcomers from the economic class of immigrants in 2021, as well as 103,500 family members of people already in Canada, 59,500 refugees, and other protected persons. Another 5,500 people will be accepted on humanitarian grounds. Canada's immigration system has long been held up as a model, as it has historically brought in skilled workers as well as refugees and individuals seeking to reunite with family members already in the country. The country closed its borders to most immigrants in March due to COVID-19. Through August, it had settled 128,425 newcomers, Reuters news agency reported, less than half of the 341,000 person target it had set for 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic also has put glaring inequalities and long-standing problems with Canada's immigration system under increased scrutiny. Many asylum seekers and refugees face poor working conditions, while several key industries in Canada, such as healthcare, food processing, and farming, rely on workers whose precarious immigration status places them at risk of abuse. A movement has grown over the past several months demanding Canada grant permanent immigration status for these frontline workers, many of whom are laboring under conditions that place them at risk of contracting COVID-19. Reacting to the announcement, the Migrant Workers Alliance for Change, an advocacy group, said the government should put in place a single-tier immigration system that ensures status for all migrants. Hundreds of organizations across Canada have endorsed that demand, and a national day of action is scheduled for November 1st. All migrants, refugees, and undocumented people in the country must be regularized and given full immigration status now, without exception. All migrants arriving in the future must do so with full and permanent immigration status, the groups say in an open letter. Canada has been hit hard by COVID-19, reporting more than 232,000 cases and at least 10,000 deaths attributed to the virus since the pandemic began. Canada is willing to give permanent residency. Canada depends on immigrants to support economic recovery, and the pandemic presents challenges. With international travel low and immigration targets high, Canada has been opening pathways for domestic immigration candidates to apply for permanent residence. The Canadian government is depending on foreign nationals who are likely already living in Canada to meet its immigration targets for the year. Canada has set out to welcome 401,000 new permanent residents by the end of 2021. Normally, it is possible to apply for Canadian immigration from overseas, but border restrictions make it difficult for approved permanent residents abroad to travel to Canada.